NIO just came out with the December car sale numbers, and we are going to discuss those numbers and what it means for the NIO investors. So, the numbers are looking very good. Compared to the previous months of November, we had a significant jump from 5291 to 7007 cars. And the key thing we need to want to take a look at, and the way it's changing is phenomenal, because we know that the EC numbers have jumped up significantly. It's growing kind of exponentially from 16 to 883 to double here, and 70-80% increase between November and December. So that is a very good indication. But also, what we were seeing is that there was some ES6 sales that also has turned around, and that is a big news. And we were seeing that the numbers were going down from September 321026952386, and what it looks like to me that ES6 had a price pressure from Tesla's Model 3 that was very competitively priced. The Tesla's model was actually lower price than ES6, and that's why we're seeing these numbers. But in December, this trend has reversed, even though it's a little bit of increase. But it looks like the NIO's brand naming, its additional money it has for the sales and marketing, all these things are working now, so this is one good news. But also, if you look at these ES8 numbers, they were also kind of stagnant over the months. That also has jumped to 2009. So what we see is a net effect that NIO's brand name, its name has spread out. A lot of people are talking about. That's how I can think of that these overall numbers are growing. Now, in terms of the stock prices, on Friday it closed at $48.74, and that brings the valuation to $75.98 billion. Now, we are trying to justify this price or one way or the other. If you look at the 7,000 monthly numbers of vehicle numbers, if we go at this rate, we will have a sale of 84,000 at minimum the next year in 2021. That's the baseline the NIO has created. But we think that even if a slight increase from here, which we do expect it will continue, because now NIO has a lot of cash in its hand. With the more recent, we can go and check the news. It raised, it sold more stocks, and then it raised more money. So it's very cash flow positive. So if we can use a little bit of that money in marketing, in its sales, then we should expect at the minimum 100,000 in 2021. But it won't be unreasonable to expect that it can sell 150,000 in 2021. Because in the year 2020 itself, which has something like 43,000 sales, that grows to 100,000 or 150,000, that will be a phenomenal. Now, with 100,000 sales, we can have a revenue of $5 billion annual. And the calculation is very simple. You just need to multiply an average sale price of 50,000 for each car sold. ES8 and EC6 are a little more expensive than 50,000. ES6 is a little less than 50,000. So in between, we're not going into too much of the detail. You can roughly say that its annual revenue, or just keep in mind, just multiply whatever the car sale number with $50,000 and you get the revenue number. Now with $5 billion, and if you are looking at $75 billion of valuation, we are using a 15x multiplier, which and that I cannot answer it's reasonable or not reasonable, but I want to point out the Tesla, which has a valuation of $668 billion, has a annual revenue run rate of $635 billion, going by its most recent quarter sale. It could be a little higher the next year, close to maybe $50 billion. But if you look at that, that number are also, if you use a $50 billion annual revenue and expected revenue in the 2021, and that number and this number is pretty much similar to 15x multiplier for NIO as well. Now, NIO it's still in an initial stage, so its growth potential is maybe a little better, at least a little better than the Tesla's revenue, which could be saturating. So we believe that at this point, the share price is kind of fairly priced, unless there is something catastrophic happening to NIO, and it's still very volatile. It can go up substantially from here to 55, 50 is easy possible, but it could also, for some unforeseen reasons, if there is a negative news, for example, the car data, sale data going stagnant or not growing as fast, it just dropped down significantly as well. So the stock is volatile, and I will create another video how you could take advantage of that volatility using a wheel concept, where you make money on a put sell and then also on the call sale. So hope you like and enjoyed this video. Keep looking for more videos on NIO and other stock videos. Thank you.